Hello everyone. In the previous classes we discussed about peninsular rivers. Okay. So with the topic we have already completed about perennial rivers, that means Himalayan rivers, and peninsular rivers. Now in today's class we are going to discuss about lakes. Okay. What is the meaning of lake and what are the different types of lakes which are present in our India? Okay. So first of all, lake means it is a small water body. Okay, na? It is a small water body, and in which the small streams or rivers will merge their water. Okay, this kind of water body is called as a lake. Now the types of lakes. So India has many lakes and they differ from each other in many ways. That means all the lakes are not same. Okay, now they have their own characteristics and there are so many differences from each other. Okay, now let us see what are those differences, how they will differ. Some are permanent. Some lakes are permanent throughout the year. Some lakes will contain some water. That kind of lakes were permanent lakes. Okay? And some are temporary. That means only in rainy season, okay, the lakes will get water. In the remaining days, the lake will remains dry. Okay? That's why some are temporary. Contains water only in rainy season. Just now I explained you. Okay? Some lakes contains water only in rainy season, and in the remaining seasons they will remain dry. That's why they are temporary lakes. And some are salt water lakes. Okay? Some lakes are salt water lakes. That means they contain salt water. Okay? And some are fresh water lakes. Some lakes contains fresh water. Okay, so these are the different types of lakes. Okay, now the differences between types of lakes. Now, depending on the formation, okay, now depending upon the formation, the lakes are classified into many ways. They are glacier lakes, oxbow lakes, lagoons, and inland drainage lakes. Okay, these are the different types of lakes, and based on their formation, okay, now we classified these lakes based on their formation. Now let us discuss each and every lake individually. See here, first of all, glacier lakes. Okay, glacier lakes or glacial lakes also formed due to the action of glaciers. Okay, see here you can find this is totally glacier. Okay, so here you can find one lake. This is a glacial lake. Okay, and this lake was formed by the action of this glacier. Whenever the glacier melts, then the water fills in this lake. Okay? This kind of lake is called as glacier lake or glacial lake. Examples: Dal Lake, Uller Lake, Bhimtal Lake, Nainital Lake, and Loktak Lake. Okay, now all these are the examples for glacial lakes. And all these lakes were formed by the action of glaciers. And especially among all these, Uller Lake is the largest freshwater lake in India. Uller Lake has one speciality, that is, this is the largest freshwater lake in entire India, and it is present in Jammu and Kashmir. Where it is present? In Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, na? And how this lake was formed? That is, it is a result of tectonic activity. Tectonic activity means already in the previous classes. That means in 7th class, 8th class, you have learned this topic. Plate tectonics. Because of the movement of the plates, some lakes will form. For example, if the plates were separated, then some gap will be formed now. In that gap, if water is filled, then that will form like a lake. This Uller Lake also formed by this plate tectonic activity. Whenever the plates were separated, some hollow space will be created. Okay? In that hollow space, whenever the glacier melts, the water will come and join here. Okay? In this way, that Uller Lake was formed. Okay? You have to remember this point. This is the largest freshwater lake in India, and it is present in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay? Next topic is Oxbow Lakes. Okay? Oxbow Lakes. A meandering river across a floodplain forms cut-off lake. First of all, see here. This is total. Whenever a river is flowing through a plain, okay, na? That is called as a floodplain. Okay? Through a plain area, river will flow. The total area is called as a floodplain. And in that plain, a meandering river. Meandering river means, see this river. How many twists are present here? Okay, now so many twists are present. These twists are called as meanders. Okay, now the curved shapes, twists of the river are called as meanders. This kind of meandering river across a floodplain, across this plain, forms cut-off lakes. Here you can see one cut-off lake. Okay, now this portion was cut off from the original river, and here also you can see this is the main river. From this main river, one part was separated, cut-off lake. This is called as cut-off lake, and this cut-off lake is called as Oxbow Lake. Okay, Oxbow Lake. Just this is formed by the cut-off from the main river. Okay, this kind of Oxbow lakes will be formed by the meandering rivers. Okay, now meandering rivers means the twist or turnings of the river. Next, lagoons. See here, spits and bars from lagoons. Spits and bars form lagoons in the coastal areas. Lagoons means actually these are some type of lakes formed in the coastal areas. Coastal areas means near the sea coast. Okay, here you can see this total portion is the sea, and this is sea coast. In this sea coast, one lake is formed. Okay, and this lake is formed by some spits and bars. Okay, this is called as bars and spits. Okay, some obstacles. Some obstacles are some high land. Okay, no? So these are called as spits and bars. Because of the spits and bars, some sea water will enter into this coastal area. Okay, sea water whenever the tides will come now. Okay, tides and waves will bring some water into this coastal area, and because of the spits and bars, the water is unable to move back. That's why that water will be stored here. Okay, because of the storage of water, lake will form. This lake is called as lagoons. Okay, and mostly lagoons are salt water lakes. Most of the lagoons contain contains salt water because they are formed because of the sea water. Okay, and but some lakes, some lagoons will be fresh water lakes also. Okay, here let us see some examples for the lagoons. Chilka Lake, Kolleru Lake, Pulicat Lake. All these are present in India. Especially this Kolleru Lake is present in Andhra Pradesh, and Chilka Lake is present in Odisha, and Pulicat Lake is present in between the border of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Okay, all these are the examples for lagoons. Out of these three lagoons, here Kolleru Lake is the fresh water lake. Okay, Kolleru Lake is the fresh water lake. It contains fresh water, not salt water. Okay, so this is a small information regarding lagoons.